All right. So, hey guys, I am live. My name is Chime with Ask Chi Anything. Here at 6 p.m. on April 13th and on a Wednesday. And I am, just to be really honest, and I think I might have said this last time, but I am this time definitely very exhausted and very tired. But because I am committed to you and everybody who's here to do this show, I'm here. So, anyways, uh, so just getting Instagram. It's always weird trying to tell me how to do what I need to do. But anyways, yeah, I'm here. So why am I tired? You're probably asking. Well, I just spent the last 4 days. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Well, I wouldn't say spent today, but I drove down to California, to San Francisco Bay Area yesterday on Sunday, and I stayed at my mom's place in Oakland, California, and I went to Brentwood on Monday and Tuesday for a digital marketing um, business training, and it was fantastic. It was 100 uh, industry leaders in the real estate market. Learning from one of the best, Krista Mayshore, on digital marketing. You're probably asking, what is this digital marketing and why do realtor have to care? Well, because a lot of the stuff that we do is marketing. When we talk about sales, it's selling the home, selling our services, selling different things. And nowadays, digital marketing is where it is. If you haven't heard about digital marketing, you probably will already see it. Clearly, actually, if you're on here right now watching this on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, whatever, you are already been targeted by digital marketing, because all the little ads or the little posts or how all the algorithm showed you different posts from your friends and businesses, all of those are aligned with digital marketing. So yes, I drove 8 hours each way, and I just came back from California this morning. I left 6 o'clock. I drove 8 hours to be back so I could be back on time to do this, because I am passionate and committed to do this with you. And I'm committed to my personal growth for my business, for my personal self. And so, why I did digital marketing training, 8 hours away, spend last 2 days there, is because I want to be the best I can be and be able to serve as many people as I can here in Douglas County, in Lane County, and to be able to support the people I care and love. And this is why I'm doing it. And this is, and this summit, this training was exactly that little kick in the butt motivation I needed, and as well as provide me the tools and all the everything I needed to essentially make sure my clients are fully taken care of. Like a lot of question that comes up with these kind of trainings, especially with realtors, like why do we care? Why do we need training? Why do we need coaching? Why do we need to do anything marketing? Why do we even need to do videos? Or why do we even need professional photography? I have here agents be like, I've been in the business 20 years. I know how the business works. So I'm just gonna put the house on the market, give it a price, use my cell phone, take some fancy picture, because my cell phone costs $1,000, and that's all I need. That's all I need to sell. But you know what? If you've been a buyer in this market, you know that you're not just competing with just your friendly neighbors and your colleagues here in the area. You're competing with people all over the country. Because you know why? Because through the ways that marketing has worked to reach the masses for these homes, you are going to be competing with those. And so you want to make sure especially if you're looking to sell, when you're putting your home on the market, you could get a massive reach through the ways of digital marketing. Facebook alone has 3 billion people as a member, as members here. So why would you not try to reach out to those, even the fraction of those opportunities? And also nowadays, I'm like, if you still think about the old school of marketing, you're probably thinking newspaper, you're probably thinking, TV ads, radio ads, and what else? What else is out there? And I'm gonna say I haven't watched TV for like ever. Like I have a TV that I don't turn on, and because everything I will do is either on my laptop or my cell phone. I don't have cable TV. I don't, have time to watch commercial. So whatever people are paying, they're not gonna see it. I know that there are some people that still, utilize TV marketing, and that's great. But that's not the only way. Another thing is, I remember hearing a potential client talk about, oh, do you market on the newspaper? So here in Douglas County, we have News and Review. To my understanding, they have about maybe 20,000 subscribers. I could be wrong. So if they have more subscribers, please let me know. Give me the proper statistic. But 20,000 subscribers, if that's, if I'm correct. And most of those people, I would assume in Douglas County, that's great. But as I mentioned, you're not looking for just a pool of buyers of just from Douglas County. There are, going to be buyers from out of state, out of town, out of area, or people who would never buy a physical newspaper. So how do you reach those? And then another thing, radio station. I gotta admit, I haven't listened to a radio station forever either. Like, I got Spotify, I got Pandora, I got YouTube. I haven't really listened to the radio station. I know there's still a lot of people that listen to radio station. A lot of people watch TV. A lot of people watch, read the newspaper. But time has changed. And here's also another secret thing. Have you wondered how much those little ads cost for them to pop up in your website? Even in News and Review, when you're reading the News and Review website on the news article, you see little ads pops up. Sometimes it's even local ads. How much those things cost? How much are the ones that are on Google that pops up on the top that say sponsor? How much are those that comes up on your Instagram feed or your Facebook feed or your YouTube or anything? Then guess what? Those are pennies. Pennies. And literally as little, and I'm going to say this because I've done this, as little as $50 for 1 week. And that's what 1 week, $50. Actually, I've done it even for $35. 7 days, 35, that's $5 a day. And I have reached thousands of people with my ads, with my, with my listing ads, with my buyer's ads, all these things. $35. So how many cups of coffee is that? How many Starbucks is that? How many Dutch Bro is that? So by using those digital marketing where it's super, super affordable and able to reach the mass of people out there, I'm able to do what traditional marketing doesn't do. And those are the ways that we're heading into as far as society goes, as far as our world goes. Like, again, if you're clearly watching this right now, you are already part of that process already. So I'm just saying it's really interesting. So that's why I spent 4 days, 2 days actually driving and 2 days in the training. I got to also get to see my mom. That was really interesting. And I haven't seen I've seen her before because she comes to visit and stays at my sister's in Salem. And we all get a little family dinners and stuff. But this will be probably 5 years since I've been back to California, been back to her house. And it was a little difficult, to say the least. Sometimes you don't know when you need to step in to take care of your family. And sometimes when you just they treat them like adults and let them be. And so, hey, I guess I have some people who saw me earlier. So anyways, so thanks for people who joining me. So let's see. But yeah, I haven't seen my mom for a bit, and it was the first time for 5 years since I've been back to our family home, and it was a little bit triggering and traumatizing. So it was hard initially when I first got there, but because I was focused on the training, I was focused on the summit. I really, able to realign my focus and take care of business. So that was interesting. So, and I just love my mom a lot, and also you gotta figure out like when you just like let your family be. So hey Bootsy, what's up, baby? Yes, I also was gone for 4 days, and I don't think Bootsy been away from me for that long. So he had no idea what to do with himself when I was gone. But good thing I had some good friends who was watching him and Daisy, and when they took care of them. So anyways, so for this Ask You Anything, do you guys have any question about anything? Otherwise, I'm gonna continue, chat and rant for the next, what, 50 minutes, because this is Ask You Anything. I'm committed to, be here, be in support, be in community, and give you whatever information you need or whatever support you need. We could talk about real estate. We could talk about business. We could talk about community, LGBTQ stuff. We could talk about life philosophy. You can even ask me some random physics question that I don't know the answer, but you know what? I know how to Google them. So feel free to send them in. But I'm gonna continue until some more folks chime in. So I see we got one person on Instagram. So thanks for checking out. And there's Daisy's, playing with her big ball, and my kitty. So yeah, I miss home. Yeah, it's been 5 years since I've been to California. I don't know if people know, how things has changed in those years, but it is a little surreal. You have a lot of the old buildings and a lot of the new buildings, and you have new businesses and old businesses, and some things you recognize like certain street, and some things is like that wasn't here before, and so it was like interesting, a surreal moment. It was also kind of like um so something about me. I grew up in the east side of Oakland, California, and that is the in the '90s where I wouldn't say rough. It wasn't like the roughest neighborhood, where I grew up, but it was definitely not the easiest. Oh, hey, Royal, how's it going? So, and I wouldn't say it was the toughest neighborhood, but it was definitely not the safest. My mom has been robbed a couple of times. There we had windows broken before. I remember, there's certain color clothing you're not supposed to wear, during those times because, you might be, assume a game affiliation to something else. It's just like all kind of different things, and so it's oh yeah, and also yeah, when Royal visited my home, we had we had gunshots, and it's not the one that you would hear in Douglas County where you're like shooting, like hunting, or you're shooting the mountain just for fun. These were like possibly drive-by shootings, or somebody getting robbed, or something that I wouldn't say it was not recreational purposes mostly. So and so it's just it's a rough neighborhood, and it's still I don't know if it's still rough or still transitioning. I also one of the thing is like really interesting is that I was looking at a gas. So gas in California right now are like $1 more than Oregon, and that's crazy. At least, well, it's understandable, but really like oh my goodness. And what's funny, it was like looking at the app for like the cheapest gas around, and the cheapest gas was like down the street from my mom's place because you know what, we live in the ghetto. We live in the ghetto. And if you live in the ghetto, you get the cheapest gas. And guess what? The cheapest gas was still $5.52. I filled up my tank of almost 18 gallons, and I paid all like $97. almost $100 for gas. I cannot imagine. Yeah, so I was like, yeah, we all duck at the same time when we get shot. Yeah, well, I hope we duck because you never know. So, yeah, but a gas, but I don't know. I think there's just like there's something to be said, like this comfort of home, and it was gas. Uh, Rocky Mitchell said, I saw it as 5.49. Hey, that's good price because up in the ghetto of Oakland, we got 5.52. That was pretty tense. I even saw some that was getting close to almost like $6. And I like Oregon. I think I filled my tank just now was like 4.29 or something like that. So I guess like when you're like coming from gratitude, when you come from gratefulness, like you can't complain when only paying $4.29 for gas versus someplace else you pay $1 extra or $2 extra for a gallon. So and I thought my car was pretty gas efficient because I also have a Dodge truck. So my car is 18 gallons, gets me about like 400 miles. I don't know what the math. Maybe it is not as efficient. Maybe it is. I don't know. In one tank of gas got me home. I'm going to say that 8 hours drive got me home. So, but it is hilarious. And so just like it's just surreal going back to your childhood home, and like things change. I remember the gas. This is how old I was, I guess you could say. Like I guess I could say that now. Is when the gas was 1.99. I remember the days when gas was 1.99 in Oakland, California. Maybe in Oregon we had 1.99 probably like a recently a couple of years ago, but Oakland, California, that was pretty amazing. So and yeah, I don't know. It's just it's surreal, but I also really appreciate the entire several days because at least going back to like the summit and that side where I met Rocky and other folks is like you know um, it was one of the most powerful experience, one of the most enlightening experience, and it wasn't just the information, it wasn't just the training, it was the people. Yeah. So like again, like I was trained by one of the best digital marketer out there, Krista Mayshore, and Krista, like you know, I know I already said this already, but she is one of the most real person I have ever met, and is a freaking millionaire, and I'm just like that was so awesome, and I was so honored and glad like get there an hour early or more so you can sit up front and got to be like really learning up close. There was only 100 of us, so it was very intimate. We got to meet some really cool people. I got some meet some other really like coaching students that were amazing. Adrian, Walia, like there was oh my goodness, there was Tracy. That was a whole bunch of people. So if I don't name all your names, I apologize. But we awesome. But it's just really amazing, really powerful. And I think what touched me the most is like hearing how other students maybe started like me, maybe doing as much business as me, are now like killing it because they followed the program. And the program is not hard. It's actually simple. But what is hard is actually doing it, which is actually not hard, but it's like it's steps. I think there were like there's 8 things you have to do, and you should do them every day. And I'm gonna admit, I have no problem to be accountable and be vulnerable. Is I've been slacking. I've been slacking. I've been lazy. I've been procrastinating. I've been playing small. And and that's not okay because when I got home today, I got some interesting news, and I looked at it and I was like, I could have done that better. I could have done that better, and I could have helped this person more, but because they chose somebody else, they get what they got. But what was interesting is that I did not show my value. I did not show my capability. I did not step it up. I was playing small. And so when I play small, I devalue who I am. And I know, and you know what? I know from the bottom of my heart, I'm not that small. I am I'm a good person. I'm awesome. I love helping people. I love supporting people in their growth. I love helping my client, doing something they don't think is possible and giving my all. And this is also why I decided to take this training, take this summit, take this coaching, is because I want the best for my clients. And when I see that my clients are actually not being served, or well, people who could have been my client not being served the way that they deserve to be served, you know what? I used to, I'm gonna say this, I used to take it hard on myself. Like, you suck, you're no good and stuff. Now I'm just kind of like, I need to show them what I can do because they need this and I need to provide this to them. And I need to serve. They need this a lot and they deserve to be served by the best. And I need to stop playing small. So that's was something really interesting I learned from this, and that's something like I also continue to learn from Tony Robbins and continue to learn from other amazing coaches and amazing motivational speakers and just really continue like honestly it's just really all about coming from a place of contribution and serving as many people as possible. And when I don't play the way that I need to play, and when I don't step it up, when I play small, I don't get to serve people. And people miss out on that. And that's not okay. Because, you know, people, if you've been watching this and you're watching this right now, a lot of you know that I am part of the Umpqua Valley Rainbow Collective. And we started this collective because we saw there was a need for a LGBTQ led organization, a community here in Douglas County that's really screaming for help, that's really screaming for like I need to be part of something. And what is funny is that, I say this before, I don't need this. I don't need to do the collective. But you know what? Other people do. Other people need the collective. And it's not about me. It's about what can I do to help serve people. And this community needs that. They are looking for support group. They're looking for events. They're looking for socializing. They're looking for ways to make friends. They're looking to just be seen. And that's why we did this collective is for that purpose. To help people feel like they are seen, feel like they are loved, feel like they are supported here in this community. So as I am doing the collective work, I am also doing business, and they both go hand in hand of serving the community the best that I can. Because as I mentioned, like when I say like I don't need this, it's like I have friends, I hang out, but you would not be imagine before the collective started how many people reached out to me individually through direct messaging, text, and whatnot. They would be like, hey, can you let me know when the next LGBTQ event is? And I'm like, I don't know when the next LGBTQ event is. Oh, you mean me hanging out with my friends, going to these things? I guess these are LGBTQ events. Oh, hey, cat, don't sit on my computer. Sorry about that. I know, right? So hopefully it didn't crash anything. So going back to that, there's this hunger. And even as we continue to do our events and our support group, I know there is still big gaps there. But also, like, we need to be really realistic and not be so hard on ourselves and each other. It's because, like, as far as collective goes, what is like right now is April 13th. We only been in existence for about 10 weeks. 10 weeks. So, like, we are still a baby that just don't even know how to crawl yet. We are just trying to lift our head up and smile. That's what we are trying to do. But, but also what does that also mean is that we are having a lot of support. The immense amount of people have come out and talked to us, had, extended support to us. has been amazing, has been beautiful. So I'm just so honored for that. So, and for the people who's joining us, do you have any question? Because this is Ask Chi Anything. It is my live stream show every Wednesday, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. And it's just a space where I am coming from a place of contribution, offering what, might be needed. I don't know what everybody needs, but what is it that you want? I can talk to you about real estate. So, real estate report that came out a couple of days ago. We, in March, we have 1.3 months of inventory. What that means is that if nothing gets sold, come in the market in April, we sold out in end of March in 1 month, I don't know, like 1/3 week or something like that. And how's that? Interesting. It's like we have 176 new listing in Douglas County. 176 new listing. At that same time, 155 went pending last month. 155. That's why there's only a month and a half, a month and third of inventories, because as soon as they come, a lot of them just goes at the same time. And total market time is like 38 days. 38 days is when a total market. And what is our average value right now for March? Oh, geez, this is interesting. So, let's see. I'm looking at this because, we have an increase of 17.3% from last March to this March. And that went from 300,000. So 300,000 and 300 to 352,400 as an average sales price. So I know people keep saying there's a crash or there's probably will be a shift. There will be adjustment. What goes up will slow down. I don't know if there's gonna be a crash, because here's the thing: if anybody understands supply and demand, it's all about do you have enough something, and there's this many people wants it. Right now, there's a lot more people that wants it, and not as much things that's available. That's the housing market right now. This is not administration just based on inflation, just based on everything's expensive. This is just like we don't have a lot of houses, and we have a lot of people looking for houses still. Yes, interest rates has gone up, and for conventional loan and some other loans are already 5%. So it's done that way. So some people are priced out, or some people are having harder time to buy, or having to lower the budget with buying. But there again, as far as right now go, there's still a influx of purchase. What can I see in the next couple of months into the summer? Again, they might be slowed down, because as the Feds continue to increase interest rate and the mortgage companies are adjusting the interest rate, they will have again a slowdown, as I mentioned. But how slow down, or how much do you think still might be a crash? I don't think so. It's just we'll have to see. And we also don't know what's going on in the world right now. The world is complicated, to say the least, but it's not that bad. So, all right. Oh, I missed a question. So what do I have? What is the attitude in Roseburg towards the LGBTQ community? Well, I can't speak for everybody. I think just from my own experience, I must just say, from my own experience, is mostly friendly and tolerable. People do the whole you do your thing, I do mine. So this is just based on my own experience. I'm not saying everybody else is the same. How supportive they are with the LGBT community, that's maybe a different question, because there are some services here for LGBTQ folks, and there are a lot of services that are not here for LGBTQ folks. So if you talk about attitude, does having services to support folks in those community, feel like this is a place they were welcome to? It's complicated. But I personally feel like, again, this is me personally feel that Roseburg is home. I love Roseburg. I love Douglas County, and I feel very safe. As I mentioned, I just spent 4 days in California. I feel more safe here in Roseburg as a queer person here than I do in the city. And I don't know if that's just because I'm a queer person or just because it's a city issue. I think maybe it's mostly city issue. But you know, that's kind of one of the. As far as like attitude, like I think most people like they like okay cool you this just do you. But I think that we need more spaces to create more visibility because I also think one thing that a lot of people in the community, both from the larger community as well as the LGBT community, feels that there are either very little, or no queer people or LGBTQ folks people here at all, and that's not true. In population wise, and in my own experiences meeting different people here, I could tell you there are hundreds, if not thousands, of LGBTQ identified individuals here in Douglas County. And we are here, we are everywhere. And yeah, like, oh, here, Tina said, I live here 14 years. I'm not treated any different as a teacher of 27 years. Yeah, is like a lot of people are like you'd be surprised who in the community are LGBTQ. But I think there are definitely ways we could be more feel more safe. We could feel more included, feel more accepted. So there's that. Like there are ways that we could, it could be more acceptable. We could feel more love because I also will say that again, I personally have not experienced this, but I have heard many, many, many stories of how children and young people are shunned, are abused, are hurt, or whatever by parents, friends, whoever, because of them coming out as being LGBTQ identified. People have lost friends by being LGBTQ identified. People have not come out as LGBTQ identified, even though that's who they are, because of fear of retaliation, fear of backlash, fear of rejection from their family, from their friends, from the community. So, it's a really complex thing because I'm like, I don't want to say that, everything is great, but there's clearly a reason why people don't feel safe. So I think that's one of the reasons why the stuff that we're doing here in the Rainbow Collective is like all the different events is to provide a safe space for people to be out. Because once you start with a little space like this, and we create more visibility and awareness, and let people know like we just human, we just like just people like you. We go hiking, we go eat dinner, we go hang out. We do game night, we do silly things just like everybody else. We are no different. Like I just had one of the most wonderful birthday party by some of the most amazing friends. And you know what? I probably say like I'm the only person who LGBTQ identified that they have known. Like, maybe I might be wrong, but to have really supportive people like that, it's amazing. But there's like, it's a way of like, how do we build connection? How do we build trust? How do we bring education and knowledge? Because right now also a lot of the things in the media is always like, it's always adversary, it's always hostile. Well, how do we just connect on just a human basis, and that we are just like people, just like anybody else? And yes, there are differences, and how do we celebrate these differences? How do we love each of the differences? How do we support each of the differences? And at the end of the day, that's what what we're talking about. What's that like? If we could just figure out how do we do that? How do we care and love and support each other? That's the work. And right now, again, I feel very safe here, but I'm different. I'm not. Well, I'm not saying I'm different. You know, not everybody has those experiences, especially people who are born, raised, and are grown here. I, as I mentioned just a moment ago, I grew up in Oakland, California. I don't feel safe there. There's something about being out of who you are is very different from being out at some place you never been to. So it's an interesting, to see that. And so again, figure out how we could connect with each other on just, human basis, and provide love and care, honor each other's differences, honor each other, gifts, and go from there. So, and hopefully that is, the attitude, or the way we engage people. It's that. So okay. Jeannie say, I agree. Thank you. One more question. Yes, bring on the question. No more, one more. Many more questions. So, okay, out of curiosity, what are Chinese character above your head? Okay, right here. So this is Fuk, and this is means fortune. So that's why I have it. Fortune, my business and stuff. And I have it for my business card. So anybody who, if I can find one of my business cards, because I brought a bunch to do my training. So this is my business card right here, and behind it is here. So I even have fortune on my business card, and so it's fortune, and I have it above me. I have my red background. I know some people have mentioned they don't like the red, but I like red because red in Chinese is lucky, is fortune, is all the good stuff. So that's why I like it. I like the gold, I like the red, I like the black. That's all the color that represent me and my business. And yes, and it was my dad's. My dad have a bunch of these placards that were made, and when he passed, I was able to inherit this from him. So I was able to keep it. Ooh, hey, I don't know how to do this, but yeah. So, and actually, on my trip back, because you never, you don't. I don't know about you, but I never go to my mom's house without coming back empty-handed. So I got a lot of stuff from her. Hopefully, I could figure out what to use with them. So we'll see. So Robin say, I love the red. Yes, see it, and it's a special kind of red too. I don't know, red, Chinese red envelope red. Like it's like money. It's like gold. Fortune, luck. So I love it. That's me. So okay, what else we got here? We got 38 minutes in, and we got 20 more minutes. Anybody question? About, again, real estate, about life. I don't know. Ask me things about Ukraine. Don't mean I know it, but I've been actually watching a lot of history channels. And ask me anything. What did I buy back you know from let's see, from California? What about? We got cookies, we got juice, we got diapers. Those are for my sister. Those are mine for me. Let's see. Hi, Jessica Storm. So Jessica Storm, are you here? Say hi. So, uh, so just so you know, I know that on Facebook Live, and I think even Instagram, you can see who joins. But in my platform, I cannot see who's joined in the video. So if you could say hi, so I know that you're here, that'd be great, and I would love that. So, let's see. Oh, you know what? One thing I could say. Hey, hi Jessica, welcome. So this is Ask She Anything show, and it's every Wednesday at 6 to 7. So feel free to ask She anything. And this is Busy, my lovely cat. Ooh, yes, he has a beautiful little harness. I think he's a little pissed at me because I was gone for the last couple of days, and he was like, "Whoa, are these strangers? I don't like strangers. I'm gonna whack their feet." Yeah, he's a little rascal. So, let's see what else. Daisy's in the back. So let me see if I could show you Daisy in the back. No, actually you can't. Well, so I messed this up. All right. Sierra Lee Ann. Okay. Do you have any ideas of things for families to do in Roseburg? Yes. So there's bowling. Actually, even axe throwing, you could go there as a family to do that. I think like as long as you have parents, guardians in there, your kids, I think like up to like 12, like under 12 or something, 12 and up, I think, could do. It's a really fun thing to do. Axe throwing, there, bowling night, that's great. Obviously movies. Uh, there's let's see, hiking, fishing. Uh, I heard somebody mention geocaching. So, um, around the I don't know any. Okay, I don't know much about geocaching. I just understand that there are these little boxes or a little tube or little whatever it is, and there's like apps you can do this with, where things are hidden uh, all over the place. It could be anywhere in Roseburg, in the parks, anywhere, and they're hidden. And you go find them, and it either gives you a clue to the next one or the puzzle or something. And those are great for families. So my family loves hike. Um, like its owner. Oh, hey, Chen. How's it going? So we are talking about family friendly things, family things to do. So anybody also want to chime in? Feel free to chime in. So I always love food. Seven Feather has a, I don't know if the buffet open yet, but they got some really good buffet. And if you have a family, that's a great way to feed a lot of people. Um, oh, you see, the fish ladder, I think it just be open, so it's really always cool to go there to check out some stuff. There's beautiful hiking. I also heard that Stewart Park recently has some renovation in certain parking lots. So I've been to Stewart Park a lot. You could do go for walks. You could bike. Oh, and during the summer you got the music of the half show. That is also great to do over the summer. Um, and like because you get music and it's free. All you need to do is just if you remember, put out a blanket early in the morning so you can save yourself a spot, and then you get to hang out there and listen to music and chill, and it's free. It's a free event. What else? So for summer, you get the Arts and Crafts Festival. You got the Lavender Festival. Oh, May 21st, you got the Barks and Rex, which is by Saving Grace. And if you are interested in participating for the LGBTQ community, and this is open to anybody, everybody who's LGBTQ identified, ally supporter are welcome. We have an event. We call it the Big Queer Party, but just a name. And it is gonna be in the park. If you are interested, go Google, go on Facebook and find Umpqua Valley Rainbow Collective, and in there, go to the event page and RSVP. We don't disclose location of our events until about a week prior. So if you RSVP, you will be able to be notified, and that is May 14th. I believe it's like 2 to 6. That's when the event is. Douglas County Fair used to be a big event. Yeah, it is. It's still pretty big. I think I looked at the music list. It was the entertainment list. I wasn't quite impressed. But that's just me. But it is. So a lot of people still go to the county fair. Escape room. Yes, there is an escape room in Sutherland, and I think they cost about how much did it cost? Actually, I don't know. I think it was like $30 or something like that. But they also have family package. They even have a birthday package. And if you know anything about escape room, it's really fun. Like you get clues and try to find the key and figure out how to get out of that room. And you get like an hour to do that. Another thing that I recently saw, I'm not sure if it's still happening, is I heard in Idlewild, they have a demo room and where you get to like destroy things. If your family has a you know pendant of like want to get together and destroy something, but in a productive way, that will be a great place to do it. So, uh, as far as food, when Lagos open, they got some good stuff. They also the lot has some great food trucks. One of my friends eventually is gonna have a food truck. His name's Cruz Honey Hill Barbecue, Texas Barbecue. So we'll find out where that's gonna be soon. What else? We there's some boba place. It's a good for your family to go just to get some boba and enjoy the sun and the parks and things like that. See the Gladys Park. There's a lot of different things, and I'm sure I'm missing something. See, I feel like I'm missing something. Let's see. Yeah, like there's trails by the river. There's there's Whistler Bend Park. That's right there on the river. They got a really nice frisbee golf course there. There's also a frisbee golf course in the Stewart Park as well, but the one in Whistler Bend Park is also really great too. You could go kayaking on the Umpqua. That's really nice. Just make sure you wear your life jacket because some people forget to do that sometimes, and not a good idea. See, I hope that was helpful for you. And if other people have any ideas, definitely bring up. So, all right, Cherry, if you're still on, tell us something excited about. I really one of my biggest passion, and it's weird, is crystal gems and stuff. And Cherry has this really awesome friend that sells crystal gems and all kind of other metaphysics stuff, and it's it's a pretty good hookup. And I'm actually waiting for my little food dogs to come in. I think the tracking set is coming in soon, so I was gone a couple of days, so I'm not sure. I'm gonna go check my PO box and pretty much have a Christmas because if you are a person who's does Amazon, you know that every time Amazon delivery is like Christmas because you get boxes and boxes and boxes of stuff. You get to open them, and you don't know what's in them most of the time. So yeah, I just never understand why they have such big boxes for like little items, though. I don't know. Sierra, okay. Oh, one thing I do want to give a shout out. So it is Sierra, it is called Everything I'm Called, I believe. And it is a magazine that are done by I forgot what's her name. Pam Sema or something like that. It's a little magazine called Everything I'm Called, and they have a bunch of events and activities and businesses, and you should be able to find a copy of those in most businesses around Roseburg, and so you should check that out. So, Janine, is there a gay pride in Roseburg now? Yeah. Well, to my understanding, I'm not organizing that, but to my understanding there is supposed to be a gay a pride parade happening on June 4th in downtown Roseburg. I have not seen any additional announcement about it, so I'm hoping there'll be like an event page coming up so I could share that with you guys and share that with everybody. But right now, as far as I know, from just kind of hearing things in the grapevine, is there is a gay a pride parade happening in downtown Roseburg on June 4th. I assume it's gonna be a part like noon to whenever the parade is done, and so yeah, that's all I know. I haven't really seen much. So if other people know more about it, please do chime in and say something because um, typically I believe PFlag is the one who organized it, and I'm not sure. And again, if I'm missing something, let me actually, you know what? Let me check. Let me Google Roseburg Pride. Maybe there's an event page. I'm just no, I'm a loser that I don't see it. No, I'm not a loser. Let's see. Um, no, I don't see a Roseburg Pride. Yeah, no, I know. So I would think there should be an event page. So yeah, as far as I know, I don't see anything for 2022, but there should be, and you should see ones about it. So, and I assume there's some, some posts will be coming out shortly. So, but again, yeah. So, any other questions? Because we have actually 8 more minutes. Yeah, so ask you anything. Ask me about pride, ask me about real estate, ask me about community, ask me the meaning of life, ask me anything. And yes, and the sign above is means fortune. And oh here, wait. This right here. Ooh, this is my dragon, my double dragon logo. And it also has my symbol on there. And it says ask you anything. Ooh, how technology is fun. Let's see, what else? I might need to make a visit. I'll stay tuned. Hey, Shitty, where are you? Where are you from? I'm sure we're Facebook friend. Maybe we would talk, but I cannot, for the life of me, remember where you're from because I am working off it. Being awake at 5 o'clock. No, being 4:30, and driving from 6 to 8. As 6 to like 3 to get home. So please tell me where you from. So, somebody want to know what these are? These are jackfruit. Jackfruit organic. So organic jackfruit. It is made by a company called Nutty and Fruity, a delicious way to live healthy. And jackfruit's amazing, sweet. Oh, you from Portland? That's awesome. Yeah, definitely come down. So, Jeannie, so just want to let you know. So, I am part of the Umpqua Valley Rainbow Collective. We are having a big party in the park, or well, just like event in the park. This coming May 14th. It is a Saturday. It is from 2 to 6, and right now we have over 100 people have RSVP. So if that again, I am concerned about Pride itself, but we are hosting our big queer party in the park and thing. Essentially, just potluck style food, some barbecue. There will be a drag show. There will be door prizes, raffle. There'll be all kind of fun stuff, and it's just a great way to hang out with each other. Well, with each other and be in community. So over 100 people have RSVP right now. So if you can come May 14th, come down then because we'd love to meet you. We'd love to see you, and I love to see all my followers, all my people to chime in. So May 14th is the day, and if you haven't RSVP yet, please go to the Rainbow Collective page and find the event for the big queer party and RSVP there. So, all right, enough plugging in, and I'm gonna eat my little jackfruit. It's really sweet. It's nice. Ooh, too sweet, too sweet. All right, enough of that. What else is going on? So, here's something I want to ask people. So I was told that since with my live streaming, I should go into additional platforms. Right now, what I have is Instagram. We have YouTube and Facebook. And on Facebook, I'm streaming to both my business and my personal profiles, pages. So I am curious if there are other channel, other platform that I should be streaming this to. I heard Twitch is a great place to do that. So if that is some place that you would like me to stream to, please chime in or please DM me, because I am trying to help as many people as possible with question about Douglas County, anything in the world, or just being able to serve you, whatever that looks like. So please. All right, Janine, my wife and I have a travel trailer, and that it might be nice to come down one weekend to visit my old stomping ground, maybe meet some old folks and new friends. I'm not sure about May, but I'll keep in touch. Okay, so again, I don't know when Pride is, but I would say just for the big queer party in the park. As far as looking at the RSVP, we have a wide variety age range of folks. We have a wide variety of diversity in backgrounds and stuff. And this is not just a LGBTQ plus only space. This is a LGBTQ plus and supporters and allies and such. So it is going to be an amazing event. And again, as far as right now goes, we have over 100 people has RSVP. So it will be a really fun event. And it is going to be our first event too. So bear with us if we work out some technical difficulties. But, you don't grow if you don't learn, right? So, and it's going to be fun. So if you can come to our main event, that will be awesome. We will also be planning other events too, depending on, how these ones turns out. Right now, everything is just learning and growing. But we also love feedbacks. We love things that we could do better. I know there's been question about names. There's been question about location. There's been question about even food. Hey, bring it on. And we also love to have more volunteers and have more help. Right now I think we're going to be looking into doing some barbecue food. People are going to ask to bring a dish to share. Bring some chairs, because the parks only have so many chairs, and just have fun. We'll probably have some games available. We'll probably have you will have somebody gonna be coming down to a drag show. We might have some. We do have a DJ, so there could be music. We also probably gonna have somebody maybe even offer karaoke, things like that. So a lot of different things will happen there. It's all in the process. So everything is a learning process. But I'm very proud of our group. Another thing that I'm very proud of is we have grown from 3 people when we first announced who we are on February 1st. Now we have 11, 12 collective members. And we had our first meeting, first together sit down meeting, not over Zoom or text or whatever, last Saturday, and it was beautiful. I wish I took pictures because I was so busy trying to get the meeting going and dinner and all that stuff. I forgot. So for any collective member listening to this, please remember to help me take pictures of things. I don't remember doing those things because I'm so busy. I don't know, doing things or waving my hand like ah. So, anyways, we got 1 minute left. 1 minute. Bummer, I missed it. I'm sorry. Well, it was just kind of like organize a meeting. We were just talking about it, what we need to do and stuff like that. So, Tina, if you want to join the collective, like you and I need to chat some more. So we'll get you into it. So, all right. Thank you. Have a beautiful rest of your evening. Yes, thank you. I really appreciate you all for being here, for joining me, for listening to me rant or listening to me being tired. Because you know what? I drove 8 hours so I can make sure I get this done for you. And I am here to be of service. So anyway, it's 7 o'clock, so I gotta bounce. Bye.